idea what happened there. Hey, Peas. What's up, man? Thanks for coming in, dude. We're gonna get this bad Larry moving here in just a little bit. Just setting my stuff up. I got a new camera and just making sure everything's hunky-dory and all that jazz. Welcome in, friends, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to say hello in the chat so I know you're here. All right, folks. I do love this song, though. 'Cause you can't fight the beat. Yeah. Hey! The lady of the hour, folks. As a matter of fact, we are building today's board for Miss Cactesi Gaming, folks. Graciously accepting the moderator title, so she gets a board. Moment, take it slow and take her breath and take her in your arms. Smooth as glass, your skin is fire. Dating now, all alone. She's come home. She will walk across the Pyrenees. She will walk on top of Pyrenees. Ah, hey, yeah. Eternity's out. You're never in the dark. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, sick, friends. Oh, you have the voice of an angel. It's like Fergie and Jesus. Oh, man. Here we are, folks. Here we are. It is Tuesday again. Welcome to the Stubbs McGee Variety Channel. Okay, maybe not Variety Channel, but you get the idea. It could be a variety channel. Who knows where this channel's going to go? Who knows where this channel's going to go, folks? Thank you so much for joining us today. We're building a fabulous board. And we're going to do some unboxing of a couple of fantastic boards later. I purchased myself a KBD Fans Tofu 65 acrylic. Hard to find, found one. And I got my hands. Do I want to say hands? Hand on a Keychron Q2. Already been futzing around with that thing a little bit already, so you'll see. I maybe already unboxed the Q2. And yeah, here we are. Hopefully the camera is going to be doing a little better today. I had to give back the other camera to the person I borrowed it from. Luckily, everything's fine anyway because it was overheating anyway. So the new one here is the Panasonic Lumix G7. So hopefully that works out way better. I already actually kind of like the video quality on this one better than I like on the other one. That one was just the Sony ZV-1, and this one is it's got a little bit bigger image sensor on it. But yes, enjoying it so far. I don't have a dummy battery for it, so I'm running off battery power right now. So it's quite possible that this thing dies just due to battery issues later. But I'm not too worried about it. It's going to give me at least a little bit right now while we're just chatting until we get into the old board building. I haven't done much to this board already, so we're going to be starting from scratch basically, because I wanted to show everybody. It's going to be a little bit longer of a stream, because I wanted to show everybody kind of everything that goes down in the board building, removing the keycaps, removing the old switches, putting in the new switches, possibly replacing the stabilizers, so on and so forth. But that is where we're at, folks. That is where we are at. Thank you so much for joining us today. On that note, how's everyone doing? Everybody fabulous? Everybody great, grand, and wonderful? No yelling on the bus and such? Good stuff. Tom's in the house, folks. Thanks for joining us, Tom. Appreciate it. Peasley's back in the house. I'm not sure if he's back yet, but thanks for joining us, and we're really having a good time today. It's Tuesday. I had a nice little conversation with a fellow streamer, friend of mine, Designosaurs. We got into a kind of not an argument, but it was like kind of a debate on what constitutes beginning, mid, and end of week. So it's Tuesday. I basically, Tuesday is a midweek night to me. And to some other people, apparently, it is a beginning of the week night. Design is the best. Her stream was awesome today. She was fantastic. She did some Stardew Valley a little earlier today. While I was doing some work, I was lurking her channel. It was fantastic, per the usual. Her voice she's super cute, and her voice is amazing to listen to, quite honestly. So, but ooh, pizza. Love cheese pizza. Do you want extra cheese? Do you do extra cheese on that? Because I'm an extra cheese fan. I don't like regular cheese. I always have to have extra cheese on mine. I don't know why. It is what it is. But then again, look at me. But yeah, so, but like my whole thing with the week debate is Sunday and Monday are the beginning of the week because Sunday is the beginning of the week. And I'm judging this by calendars, but I guess so. Sunday is the beginning of the week, Um, Sunday, Monday, beginning of the week, 2 days. Because, it's 7 days. It's an odd number. Sunday, Monday, beginning of the week. Friday, Saturday, end of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, midweek. That is what I call midweek. Now, if we're talking work week, that's a little different story. But that is kind of where my thought process was. Now, some people have it a little different. Like when I worked retail, I used to have Monday and Tuesdays off. And then kind of Wednesday through Sunday is when I worked. So. Oh. Do you usually do like different types of cheese? Or do you just take Lactate or something? Just curious. I don't know what I'd do without cheese. And also wearing the glasses today, I didn't feel like putting contacts in. But also, I haven't really eaten anything yet today. Like, that's what my friend did. So I'm gonna be enjoying some mixed nuts today. This bag of salty nuts. Who doesn't love a sack of salty nuts? You know what I mean? Good stuff. Good stuff. Actually, these are really good nuts, as a matter of fact. This is from the Granite State Candy Shop out of Concord, New Hampshire. Good stuff. Good stuff. Big fan. Yeah. It's such an interesting debate. I'm hoping we can settle more of it if Design decides to stop in. Wow. That happens. It's not like a bad allergy, right? Where she doesn't go like into anaphylaxis or something like that. God, I would hate to. I come hang out with you guys or something like that, and all of a sudden I've got cheese on me. Not that would happen. I don't know. Just casual cheese on my face. Just going to hang out with people, casual cheese. That's all it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pizza's one of those things. It's like... So it's like with me, though, it's like I know I could just pull the cheese out of your pocket. Just a random block of cheese. Is that a package of string cheese, or are you just happy to see me? Actually, it's string cheese. I do love string cheese, though. Oh, here's a good question for people that eat string cheese. Anybody that eats string cheese in the house. If you had to take a stick of string cheese, if you have a stick of string cheese, do you pull down and tear a piece off lengthwise, or do you just bite it like a carrot stick? Because I'm a bite it like a carrot stick kind of person. That is what I do. Because with me, it's the one hand thing. So if I peel down, I gotta like grab it with my tooth and just pull it down, and then I gotta eat that piece. And it looks stupid. That's why I just take it like a stick and just, like a Kit Kat, break off a piece of it or something. And now I have nuts stuck in my teeth. That sounded terrible. You do. You friggin' you bite at least half of that thing right off in one bite, don't you? Bite it like a savage. You savage. Oh, speaking of peeling it, here's another good question for you guys. With a banana, how do you peel the banana? See, people call me crazy. I break the thing in half and then I peel off each half and eat the half. where most people will either like take it from the stem at the top and peel it down and, you know, have at it like a solid Saturday night or something. But yeah, everybody calls me crazy because I feel like I learned that from watching the Discovery Channel and watching like apes and other primates use use like tools, or like watching them eat bananas or some other form of fruit, where they'll literally take the thing, break it in half, and then just shove it in their face. That's pretty much how I was just like, oh, that looks like a good idea. And that's kind of where I took that from. And that's probably why people call me crazy. When do you eat it like that? I don't know. I just do. I just do. I don't like bananas unless in a peanut butter sandwich. You know, I am a huge fan of the peanut butter and banana sandwich. Giant fan of the peanut butter banana sandwich. But it's one of those things, I get cravings for bananas. Like, sometimes I'll want a banana every morning for like 3 weeks straight. And then I'll grab a crap ton of bananas for the next week. And then I'll just get up and be like, you know, I don't really want that. And then that whole bunch of bananas just goes to waste. Well, kind of. Once they turn, you know, super brown, I'll freeze them and prepare them for like banana bread or some other thing that you use brown bananas for it. But yeah. Here's another fun fact about me. I don't like chocolate. So it's not that I don't like chocolate per se. It's I don't like chocolate by itself, like pieces of chocolate. It doesn't taste that good to me. Like, it's sweet and it's, you know, it's fine, but I don't really like chocolate by itself. It's like, you know, chocolate ice cream with like a twist cone or something. Fantastic. You know, like chocolate covered pieces, like, or chocolate covered strawberries. Those are fantastic. But the reason why I'm eating the chocolate covered strawberry is because of the strawberry. Eat Hershey bars just by biting it. I'm talking about Hershey's cookies and cream. Oh, I do love cookies and cream. That is a fantastic dessert. That was beautiful. It's a wonderful dessert. But yeah. Anyway. What else we got going on here today? Anything fun? Anything else we want to talk about, get off our chest before we start building stuff? No? Great, grand, wonderful, fabulous, cool. Oh, by the way, if you're curious about what my hat is right here, that is a Woodshed Roasting Company out of Laconia, New Hampshire. Custom roasts coffee orders. My personal favorite is a light roasted Tanzanian peaberry. This stream is not sponsored by Woodshed Roasting Company. However, I should probably contact them about doing such a thing. Just a tiny little roaster. Custom roaster right out of, like, the back of a woodshed. Making incredible coffee. Best coffee I've ever had. And I've drank a lot of coffee. It is quite literally the best coffee I've ever had. And I've drank a lot of coffee from around the country. I've done that trade coffee thing, like online, where you like sign up for like trade stuff. And I always go back to Woodshed because it's just like, oh, it's not as good as Woodshed. Their attention to detail is amazing. And it's not like the problem. It's not a problem, but the thing with that is, they don't have like the trendy, it's not like the trendy stuff. So like, it's, you know, you're not seeing geometric designs and all this trendy designing and marketing all over their stuff. And I think that's what endears me to it, is I think it's because it's, you know, mom and pop shop owned, and it's just amazing. So But yeah, it's amazing coffee. And the thing is you can pick whatever bean you want. It's all fair trade sourced. There's no so you don't have to worry about like issues in that realm of labor, ethical practices in labor issues. But all of it is ethically sourced, all their coffee, and it's delicious. You can literally pick any bean and then tell them how you want them to roast it: light, dark, medium, medium, dark. You could literally tell them whatever you want, and they'll ship it wherever. It's amazing. So, anyway, shall we get into the building? Shall we? Let's start doing some building and stuff like that. Anybody else? Unless anybody else wants to talk about like the weather or something. Anybody? No? Okay. Fabulous. The small places are the best. Thanks for joining us today, ladies and gentlemen. Please comment so I know you're here. Let me say hello to you. Even if you're not sticking around, really appreciate you at least stopping in and catching all the good stuff. About to build Cactessia board. We're going to ship that out to her either tomorrow, once I'm finished, probably tomorrow or Thursday. Probably Thursday. But yeah, good stuff. And then maybe later I'll hop on and play a game or two or something like that later. But other than that, here we are. All right. Let's build us a keyboard. No, I'll just figure it out. I'll just send it somewhere and whatever. I'm going to turn the camera off to conserve battery for now, and then I'll reconnect it in a second. But anyway, but here we are, folks. Let's get the keycap puller. Got the keycap puller. Got the switch puller. Actually, let's use that switch puller too, just in case for the edge ones. Yeah. It's somewhere in Mississippi. I don't know. I guess you could just throw it on a raft. It'll take it down the river or something like that. And then I'm sure it'll make it to her eventually. Yeah, I mean, just, do whatever you want to do, really. All right. So, this is the board. You're going to notice some random switches underneath here. I changed some switches out, just testing a few different things earlier. But other than that, I haven't done anything. But if you're looking at stuff... Oh, we're doing an Animal Crossing themed board today, folks. Because Cactessia loves Animal Crossing. And that's whatever Cactessia wants, Cactessia gets. Stand at the end and wait for it. Yeah, I'm just at the mouth of the old Gulf of Mexico. I'll just stand right here. I always wanted to see the Gulf of Mexico. Good thing no hurricanes are coming this year. That's pretty cool. I can just wait for my keyboard come down river. Okay. This is when you're cap pulling, this is not the sexiest of things when you're pulling keycaps. It really isn't. It's really not that exciting. You're just literally sitting here pulling keycaps off, hoping you don't break anything. It is close to hurricane season. One of that, it starts in April, right? Late April. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, these are the ones that I switched out. And then the rest of them are the originals. But Cactessi wanted a clicky board, so she gets a clicky board. We are upgrading these switches today, so you can see what they are. Upgrading the switches today to Kailh Box Jades. These are some beautiful sounding clicky switches. Oh. Let's just throw that anywhere. You can really only pull 3 or 4 of these at a time before you have to unload the... They do sound amazing. I'm excited to hear what they sound like with the keycaps. But the board, I'm not sure how much we're actually going to mod the board, because we may not need to, because I want to keep the deep thocky sound to go along with the, like, we're gonna deaden that a little bit, just for the back case. But other than that, we're not gonna really do much else inside. We're gonna tape mod the PCB. We're going to tape mod the PCB. We are going to do a little bit of work on the board, on the casing itself, and then we'll install the switches. The switches came pre-lubed. Those I didn't touch, and I think they sound fantastic without lube. So, lube. Whoa. That switch felt like coming out by itself. Huh. Cool. That right now. We don't need those tweezers right now. That makes it easier for me. All right. Oh, and I did Band-Aid mod these already. Ha! I thought I was starting from scratch. Forgot I Band-Aid modded the stabilizers for the spacebar already. I wanted to make sure that it was still working because I wanted to test out the spacebar because we were having such issues with the other spacebars previously, and the problem with the stabilizers. So it turns out that a lot of these, because the last two keycap sets I got from Amazon, and it turns out the space bars were on both of these keycap sets, so I had to modify things a little bit the other day, but they're not to exact specifications as far as manufacturing tolerances is concerned. So had to do a little bit of modding to make it work. So now everything works, everything's good. These stabilizers are going to stay here, but we will change out the stabilizers for the other ones. So. This switch puller isn't great for the corners, so I'm trying not to really do much with them. Like I probably can make it actually. All right, yeah, that's fine. It's tough to get in there on some of these. Any questions so far? I always ask that every stream because I feel like when I get into the mode, I don't talk as much. And I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing so I don't screw up Cactusi's board. Because there are little clips underneath these that you want to kind of push in on them. But sometimes when the cases are like this, you can't really get in. Yeah, exactly. Kind of just focusing right on right on that. So. Oh, jeez. I hate that. And that's the kind of the stuff you run into sometimes. Hold on. That's kind of the stuff you run into sometimes with these boards, especially on the edge like this. It's tough to get them out sometimes. I'll use that other one in a second. Good thing we're not keeping these switches. These aren't that great of switches anyway. Yeah, they're their own RK Royal Clutch switches. Sometimes you get in there and then you don't get the switch right out. You see what I'm doing? Sorry if I was blocking that. Sometimes the switches just don't want to come out. I'll have to wait for those top ones. I'll need the other one. The other switch puller. You might be asking, well, why don't you use that switch puller for all of them? Because this switch puller is easier to use. See if I can get on the edge here. Ah, nope, can't get those ones. All right. All right. That is all of the switches. Now, let's take the plate and the PCB apart, shall we? Take the old wow stick. Yes, it's called a wow stick. The good thing is on this board, Cactesi, is that they drilled the center hole correctly on this particular model. Where the other ones, they did not. Didn't know if they just didn't feel like doing it that day, but oh wow. So what's interesting on this one is that on the other board that we did last week, the battery was on the other side. I was not expecting that. Come on. There we go. So from this particular angle, the red is on my left side to make sure that it goes in right. Okay. Okay. So first we need to figure out, because there's a switch underneath for the on button. That sticks all the way through there. So if we do anything, I don't really want anything sticking up past that stanchion right there. So what I think I'm gonna do to mod this board on the inside here a little bit is I'm gonna use some rubber, actually. And I'll show you what I mean. Hold on one second. So this rubber here would basically go right there. And I would obviously cut off or cut out the areas that I would need for the switch. So I would just basically cut that area out and then cut that area out there and then lay this down to kind of what that would do is, let me just make sure. The only issue that it looks like I'm having is this rubber's a little thick. Oh, man. The other option is to put kill mat down, but I really think the rubber would be better in this particular board. And I can't. You know what? That actually goes up to pretty much. Let me try something. Well, what we're gonna do? Let me just move this out of the way. I'm wondering. I'm also gonna have to. It looks like I'm also gonna have to tape these leads, because if you look here on this red wire, it looks like it got crimped on something in here, and that's not safe. So I'll have to put some electrical tape on that before we're done. This stuff is also sticky, so underneath it sticks. So I think we'll do that, and I think we will cut a couple of pieces. Cut these in half, and then cut this piece in half. One will go here. There. I think that will do it. Like I said, anytime you're dealing with something that has a battery in it, you really, 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 you don't want to do a ton of stuff underneath for heat purposes and things like that. So, but I am confident in that amount. But then again, I also kind of want that there. You know what? Let's do this. Let's put you there. And then I will put you two here, there, and there. I also need a switch. So let's do this. So that's the hole. So let's do one of these things. All right, let's see if that worked. Sure did. There it is. Why does my internet hate me so much? I don't know. It hated me too when I was doing when I started streaming. My bit rate was, I was losing so many frames. My bit rate was awful when I first started doing this. So I had to shut everything off. I had to restart my VPN. I had to restart the computer. It was crazy. I had to redo everything. But there we are. Okay. I don't need that anymore. All right, we're doing it this way, right? Yep. Okay. Ugh. Come on. This does not want to cooperate. There we are. Okay. I need les tweezers. Come on, you goofy bastard. There we go. I have this extra stuff I guess I could shove. I don't like wasting things, so I guess I could just shove this stuff in here. Like, I don't like wasting stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like wasting. Cool. All right, and I'm just gonna take a little piece of electrical tape. Oh God! Clip it. Don't actually clip it. That was stupid. Oh God. Dude, I'm dropping everything today. Don't drop the sharp knife! Jesus. Holy crap. Yeah, don't actually clip it. Just want to give it, I mean, it's not like it was really that bad. I just want to give it extra protection so it doesn't short out later. And then all of a sudden you've got an issue with the battery. And then you got to take the thing apart. Cactessie doesn't deserve that. She doesn't deserve that. It's not Cactessie's fault that it came like that from the factory. It's not her fault. It's not her fault. Okay. That's done. Now, on to the tape mod. Oh, God. fingy. Had a hold. Microphone's all the way up there. Had a hold of my fingy. Why? Okay. Cool. How we doing out there, kids? Anybody questions? I'm focusing the bejesus right now on making sure that this little board is absolutely perfect. So, just I'm making sure everything is perfect for her. Come on. Silly pants. You know what? I like it like that. So we're going to continue doing it that way. And Cactessi, I think I figured out why that was like that. So we need to do this. Okay. Now I know why it was crimped. Because of the way that it was landing. wondering if... this piece getting caught on that. I think we're okay. Yeah, your board, your pizza. Oh, good. Happy Cactusy. The board is not being so difficult. It's more me putting things in the wrong spot. But also your board being difficult. Because your USB-C is not lining up. And I think I know why. And I think I know why. Trying to be really easy. Because what's happening is before I put the board back in, before everything goes back in, let me try this again. Because I'm pretty sure I know why it's happening. Nope, still not working. Why are you doing that? I'm wondering if it's the sorbethane. The rubber. It probably is. Let's try that. Let's try it without it and see what happens. Nope. Holy friggin' crap, come on. Stay. Stay. Still not doing it, and it's that, which means it's not the rubber. Why? Why are you being silly? Now, am I? Let's try something else. At this point, I'm just looking to see if there's anything. So we know it's not the rubber, so I can put the rubber back in. And of course, now it's going to be a complete and total dick. Now, of course, I got something stuck to it. Come here. It is giving me issues. Try something. Because it's got the indentation of the board on this, where the rest of it doesn't, so I'm thinking it might be. Good. It may be this foam that's causing the issue. And if that's the case, then let's do this. Let's have something that's different and kind of soft. Let's put some Band-Aid on it. Because that'll still allow it to breathe, because it's cloth. Let's try that. Wondering if it just came like that from the factory. That's so interesting. Wonder why that did that. I wonder why they did it like that. Come on. I wonder if it'll do it once I screw everything in, because it's still kind of doing it. And it's flexing still, which means it's not the rubber getting in the way. know, when I put switches in, that might help too. But let's do this for the time being. Well, it lights up, folks. So we know it still works. Try something. Yep. Second you put the switches in, it lines up. Well, that solves that. Giving it the flex. Fabulous. Okay, now onto the stabilizers. I don't want to use these stabilizers if I don't have to, but they're actually decently lubed from the factory. I'm keeping the spacebar stabilizers just because of the way that they're in. So, and I tested it out earlier. That's just how it's gonna work. And here we go. New stabilizers. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2. Right now, anyway. Is my... Where's my... inside. Here we go. Here's the fun part. Come on. Okay. Wireless mouse. Have you looked at anything yet, Cactusy? Have you looked at any wireless mouse that you're in the mood for? Dun, 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 dun. Biddle-dun-dun. Come on. There we go. Yeah, same with me. I have the Razer Naga Pro, and it comes with a bunch of different things. Only thing is, it's a huge friggin' mouse. That's the only problem I have with it, is that it's so huge, and I don't have IMB Paula's hands, or at least one of them anyway. All right, let's try that. All right, one more. Yeah, I hear that. Ew. Okay, we've got the stabilizers in. Now... Okay, here we go. Stabilizers are in, and now it's time to put the switches in. Here we go. All the clickies. A drink first. All right. Clicky. Clicky. I'm actually a big fan of these. I'm not a huge clicky switch person, but these feel fantastic. I do like tactiles. I just don't like the extra click. There is a huge population of people that are just, cult clicky people. It's really quite interesting. And there's a lot of people just in the other camp as well that are just, are the complete opposite. Yeah, and it is to a lot. Oh, Jesus. It is to a lot of people. Some people, that's the craziest thing. It's the same thing with ASMR to some people. Like with certain ASMR triggers, it puts me right to sleep. Usually it's the soft-spoken stuff when people are talking a little bit like Bob Ross while they do things. Other times, people are whispering and they're doing things like this. And I can't handle the whispering. It's the whispering that annoys me. But the soft-spoken stuff, that stuff I like. Also, there are a lot of weird sounds in ASMR that I love, and then there's other things that I can't stand. A lot of it's like the scratching, that sort of thing where they're scratching the hell out of the microphone. Let me turn my microphone up a little bit. How's that? Is that... Oh, Jesus. There you go. Let's try that. That's a little better. That way I don't have to that way I don't have to eat the microphone. I will eat it the way I want. Yeah, like I said, it varies for me, Cactessy. It sometimes it's really cool. Sometimes it puts me right. Like that's the thing with Bob Ross. Like Bob Ross puts me right to sleep. Like I could watch that man paint. If I want to nap, like I used to do that in my early 20s. I say my early 20s, and now I'm showing my age. I used to do that in my early 20s, where I would just come home from work, or I would have a day off from work, and it'd be like a Wednesday, and PBS would be on the TV, and I knew Bob Ross was coming on Wednesdays. I'm not in my mid-20s. I am no longer in my mid-20s. I wish I was still in my mid-20s. Are you kidding? You're not a baby. You're at least 12. At least 13. Mentally, at least 5. Well, I don't think they... I mean, you'd have to be at least more than 5 to take care of a dog. I mean, don't they check that? I also like the color of these switches, too. I went with these instead of the Gateron Browns, or Gateron, however you want to pronounce it. Gateron Browns. I mean, not the Browns, the Blues. That we had talked about previously in the stream before this. But I wanted... my expertise is not in clicky switches, so I did a lot more research. Oh, that's right. At your husband's place, right? Or your boyfriend's place? At his work? Oh, God. I dropped a switch. And I pick it up with my monkey toes. But I won't use that one for you. How long have you guys been together? My God. If I drop another I'll go back for that one. God, now that I'm thinking about it, I hope I have enough switches for that. So I don't have to use the monkey toe one. Almost 4 years, that's awesome. Congratulations. And now you have a furry child. Oh, God. Ah! Good stuff. It's the lube that's on my hand. I think I'll have just enough. I think I ordered 70 switches, and there's 68. You have 5 furry children. They both take care of full time. Oh, that's right. I'm so stupid. I gotta pick up my son. Yeah. It's not like you've only talked about it like 60 times. My memory is awful. Five furry children, though. That's insane. I shouldn't be trusted with that many things. Tax deductions? Just kidding. I am not a cat person. I mean, cats love me, and I like certain cats. I like dog cats. I don't like cats. Does that make sense? Okay. Let's clean up a little bit. Let's, tell you what, let's do this. Ow. Okay, so let's just push some of this stuff out of the way here. Because I don't need those switch pullers now. Let's put the sharp knife away, because I don't need that. Keycap puller will stay out. You're going to stay out. All that stuff's going to stay out. Just in case. I don't need you. But my tape doesn't need that. Holy mother of God. That you can probably clip. Clean some of this stuff up. Let's clean some of this stuff up first before we continue the build. Okay. Cool. Get a dog. When we met, then my cat passed, so I moved in. We got a cat, and our second dog was... Oh, boy. Aw. Birthday present. That's a nice birthday present. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Keycap time. And we're going to save the escape key for last. The only issue that you're going to find, Cactesi, with this is that there are some... I'm going to send the original keycaps back with this when I send it to you. Because in case you want to change the keycaps back out, because the only difference is with this on the A and the S key, you're going to see in the manual of this particular board that when you can change it from Windows to Mac settings... by, depending on how you want to use it, by pushing FN and then A or S, and then it can switch between those modes. But and you'll see that in the manual. But on the original keys, if I could even find the A and the S key here somewhere, but yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna look in there. You'll see it. It'll say Win and Mac and all that stuff, but. I'm excited for this. Its default is Windows, so that's fine. But just in case, I wanted you to know. Some bad news as far as the Lord of the Rings board. The Lord of the Rings board that we made a little while ago, you're welcome, The Lord of the Rings board we made a little while ago that I'm actually using as my daily driver right now. I was going to do an update video for it in the next couple weeks, but they pushed out. I ordered some keycaps because it's really just a dwarvish keyboard right now that I made Lord of the Rings themed. But I ordered some other Elvish keycaps as well to go along with these particular ones. Elvish novelties to go along with that with different color schemes. And a really awesome acrylic escape key with the Shards of Narsil in it. But unfortunately, that stuff got pushed out to the end of April and all that stuff. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Getting there. Thanks for the follow. Uh-oh, I think we've run into our first issue here. Nope, we're good. Perfect. That was really tight. That's what she said. Sorry. Couldn't help myself. I really like this keycap set. This looks amazing on this board. I can't wait to try it. I love this profile. Whoop, look out. That means business. That's nice. Oh, I love that already. Oh. Oh. First issue. There we go. Fixed it. Sometimes that happens. There we go. Sometimes it's just got plastic's got to settle in. Oh, that's right, we gotta use the other shift. Tiny shift. Sorry, I was second guessing myself. What's happening to my music? Why is nothing playing? And finally, the escape key. And here is where you can kind of change some things around. So, Cactesi, we have a couple of options for you here. Would you like a regular brown escape key? Or would you like one of these novelties? Not the enter key, but would you like one of these novelties up in your escape key? Or would you like the green escape key? Completely up to you. If you want to see what they are, I can put them a little closer to you. The green fish, you got it. And you know what? You're not going to use that. And I want to do something different. I'm going to put the fossil there. So now we have a complete keycap. So what I'm going to do here, I figured you'd like the fossil. So now I'm going to send all these to you too. I'm going to basically send all this stuff to you so you at least have it for yourself. Okay. Here we are, kids. I'm going to give a little sound test here. This sounds so good. You know, for a clicky switchboard, this sounds so good. Hold on. Let's try it. Let's try without the music. Wow. Oh my god, I love it. I love this board. It sounds so good. Oh man. I love it. Oh man, I really do love the way this sounds. All right, hold on a second. Let's prepare ourselves for chat. And now that we've done that, oh no, we can't do that yet. I will test. Let's test the. Let's test something. So let me get this stuff prepared. Hold on. Okay. All right, let me get the. Let me get this up, and I'm gonna do something without doxing myself. Let's try that first. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Oh, it sounds. I love the way that this sounds. It sounds so good. Okay. All right. Oops. Trying to get my stuff back here. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we are. You know, let's make me a little bigger. Oh, you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Okay. So now wish you could see that better. Can you see that better? I can't zoom in on that. Hold on. Let's put this here. Put you over here. Ooh. It actually looks really good lit up. Look at this. Can you see that? It looks really, really good lit up. I don't want to stretch it too far because of the cable, but it actually looks the RGB, the lighting really isn't that bad on this. I'm really excited. Okay. So we know the enter works. Escape works. 2, 3. Backspace works. And that's the Enya, if you will. Delete works. Page up works. Page down works. All those work. Tab works. Q. All those bad Larrys work. Enter works. Shift. Yep. Yep, shift works. Just making sure. Cool. Z. That works too. Stop it. Shut up. That's the FN. Cool. Cool. All right. So all of those work. Fabulous. Oh. Doesn't look there. Good. Oh, now I've done it. Now you're going to look at all of my settings on the camera. Fabulous. Great, great, wonderful. Anyway, but that is that. The keyboard looks and sounds fantastic, Cactesi. It really does. I am a huge, huge, huge fan of this board. This looks fantastic. I'm so happy with the way that this came out. It sounds so good. It sounds so good. I love it. Is my OBS being stupid? No? Okay. It looks like I was losing frames there for a second. Okay. You gonna go away anytime soon? There we go. Thank you. Jeez. Okay, so let me pack that stuff up. So now we don't have that anymore. Do that. Plug the LOTR board back in. Plug that board back in. Hilarious. Okay. Let's put these back in. That way I can send them to Cactesi. And then we'll make sure that those are taped properly. Okay. That's not doing what I want it to do. Oh well. There it is. All snug. Snug in its bed. In preparation to ship it. Cactesi, send me either a DM on Instagram or on Discord or something like that, for your address, and I'll make sure that all this stuff gets sent out to you. Okay. I gotta make sure that I pack up those keycaps too. All right, and now we've come to the fabulous ending of what I announced today, which was an unboxing of the KBD Fans Tofu and the Keychron Q2. And give me 1 second, and I am going to grab those, and we will unbox them. Okay. So let's start. Yeah, come stalk you. Exactly. Okay. Let's start with the Q2. Keychron Q2 is really, really, really good for Macs, but they do all that different stuff. Now, like I said, I've already been fiddling with this, and I had some extra keycaps lying around from when I built my GMMK Pro, and I built this like yesterday, just screwing around with it. I haven't done anything to it yet. The only thing that I have done with this board is put these fantastic switches in them, and that would be the Gateron Oil Kings. These switches are crushing the industry right now. These things are insane switches, insane. And they sound, oh god, I almost dropped everything. So let me show you how this one sounds. Pretty dead. That is pretty much all I've done with that board. But I really, really like the blue and black. I really like the blue and the black on this particular one. So I have that. And then I have my GMMK Pro. So the Keychron Q2 is a 65% board, where the GMMK Pro is a 75% board, where you get a little bit more here and you get all of the F-row. You're going to notice that 3 keys are missing because in the extra ACO keycap box that I have, these 3 you don't get in as an extra. So I basically have complete blue, complete maroon, and then yellow switches and stuff like that, yellow keycaps as well to go along with everything else. But I have extra of everything except for these 3 keys. This one. This Keychron is this Keychron. This GMMK Pro is pretty friggin' incredible. The only issue that I think I'm gonna have that I have to do with the Keychron number 1 is change out the stabilizers. But other than that, I mean, my collection is steadily growing. But I am gonna be selling a lot of these things too soon. And I will, if anybody's interested or curious, you can. I'm gonna post them up on my Instagram and on Discord and stuff like that. So, if you want to follow me on Instagram and Discord, and you can figure out when you can get your hands on these bad Larrys. I'm debating. I don't know which one I'm gonna sell yet because I'm keeping one of them. I'm never, unless I get in a crazy offer for money wise, I'm never selling the Lord of the Rings board. It's just never going to happen. That's a collection one for me because I'm just obsessed with Lord of the Rings and all that jazz. So, I'm never going to get rid of that board. But it's just whether or not I'm going to get rid of the Q2 or the GMMK Pro. I really like the GMMK Pro. But the Q2, I mean, its ability to switch between I have a MacBook Pro and a PC, and its ability to switch between the two is really nice. So I'll probably end up selling the GMMK Pro, even though I don't really want to. But the problem is that I don't know what I'm gonna do keycap wise because I don't know. I'll figure it out. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. Okay. So let's just put this back in here. Okay. Now, this bad Larry is the one that I've been waiting for. The KBD Fans Tofu 65. The KBD Fans Tofu 65. The Tofu 65 is a pretty sought after board, in the sense that it's always sold out. I was just lucky enough to randomly snag one. So here we are. Oh boy. So I ordered it with a polycarbonate plate because I wanted it to be like a squishy sort of typing experience because of the way that this is. The PCB I did order separately. It's over there. I don't know what switches we're going to put in this thing next. I'm still on the fence. Oh jeez. I'm all over the place today. My brain. Oh. Wow. That is an acrylic semi-translucent board with a brass weight in the bottom. KBD Fans. This board is going to be unbelievable when it's done. I don't know what I'm going to do. This is already dead. I'm barely going to need to do anything for sound on this board because of what it is. I'm not going to have to really do much. Maybe some foam in the bottom, but if that, because this thing just is going to thawk like crazy. So, more than likely, I'm going to put either the Texie Sapphires in this or maybe the Bobas, the U4Ts. I don't know yet, but I want something that's gonna kind of show the RGB on this. I mean, look at it. I mean, that's the thing. So, the Keychron Q2 is gonna be the next week's build. So we're gonna take it apart. We're gonna tear it down. We're gonna see what we can do to make it better. The Tofu 65 is going to be the week after that, because I don't know what we're going to do with it yet. So that's why we're putting it after. But yeah, that's that. I put the Oil Kings, the Gateron Oil. I'm putting the Oil Kings in the. Let's go back over to just chatting. Hold on. I'm putting the Oil Kings in the Q2. I already did, but I'm keeping it that way because the Q2 already the RGB on it's okay. It's not amazing. It is south facing LED, which is nice. But when you do that, you have somewhat of an issue with you have kind of an issue with especially with shine through keycaps. It doesn't really shine through as well as north facing, but then you have the issue of cherry profile keycaps and other short keycaps hitting the top of switches. There's a lot of different random things, but anyway, with all of that stuff, yeah, so the Oil Kings don't really show because they're black and they're opaque, so they don't really show through, but they sound so good. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to put linears or if I want to put tactiles in the Tofu. I may put tactiles in, but it's probably going to be linears, and I don't know which ones. But the Bobas are tactiles anyway. But I don't know. It's all, I don't know. But the Tofu deserves some really good switches. So I'm gonna do more research for myself and figure out which direction I want to go. It may be maybe kale. I may go kale, but yeah. It looks like I am down to one viewer. So on that note, I think yeah. I think maybe, unless people are lurking. But yeah, down to one viewer. So I think that is I'm gonna call it there. Yep, because you left Cactusy. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, thank you all for joining me today. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks for joining on the build. Thanks for joining me for the Keychron stuff and the Tofu. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody. I had a great time putting everything together for you guys. Thanks so much for joining me on today's stream, and I'm looking forward to Thursday where we start doing some more stuff too. So. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am looking forward to doing some more stuff. Follow me on Discord, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. YouTube and Instagram, both Stubbs McGee. Twitter is Stubbs McGee 414. Thank you all so much for joining me tonight. You guys have been fabulous. I really appreciate it. And until next time, until the next build, folks, keep on keeping on. Really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thanks, everybody.